sure I have all the recordings going on. Have your feet about as wide as the mat will allow. So slightly outside of the hips. And you can bring your hands down to your pelvis, making sure that we're just nice and neutral to start. And then we're just going to start with just gentle rocks through the pelvis. So feeling the pubic bone easily move away from you, feeling that increased space between the lower back and the mat. And then gently rocking back, feeling a gentle length between the lower back and the mat. And again, just rocking forward and not thinking about this muscularly, trying to stay almost relaxed through the abdomen, through the hips, through the glutes, and rocking back. 2 more, just easy movement forward, just waking up the spine and moving back. Last time, rocking forward and rocking back, and now stopping right in the middle where you feel your neutral position, pubic bone, top of the pelvis on that same horizontal plane. We're going to take a nice full breath in, breathing into the rib cage, front, side, and back, the belly all the way down to the pubic bone. And then when you're exhaling out, I want you to feel just a gentle rise through the pelvic floor, and that gentle wrapping and softening through the transverse abdominis and the rib cage. And again, full breath in, sending the breath out into the rib cage all the way down to the pelvis. Exhaling out, waking up the deep stabilizers of the torso, pelvic floor, transverse abdominis to help hold and stabilize that spine in neutral. Last time, inhaling here. And exhaling out through the mouth. Now keeping the pelvis and spine in neutral, we're mobilizing the hips. So we're just going to lift up the toes, and then from the hip joint, we're turning out to where we can plant our feet down. And then we're going to lift the toes and internally rotate, turning in. So knees and toes face inwards. We lift, we externally rotate out. We lift and turn in. Again, lift, gently turning out. Lift, turning in. One more time, lift, turning out. And then lift, turning in, hold it here. Now keeping that internal rotation, we're rolling now the pelvis all the way up. So it's like our hip roll coming up to the widest part of the shoulder blades. And then we're going to turn out at the hip and melt the spine all the way back down. We're now turning again in, rolling the hips up, turning out, rolling the spine down. Again, turning in, rolling up, turning out, rolling down. One more time. In, peel up, turn out, keeping the same pattern, just reversing it now. So we're rolling up with everything turned out. Lift, turn in, melt the spine back down. That's it, turning out, peeling up, turning in, rolling down. Last 2, out, probably feeling a little more mobile. Turning in, spine maybe moving a little easier. Last time, turning out, peeling up, turning in, melting down. Now keep that internal rotation. We're connecting through the glutes, keeping that neutral, and we're going to lift the hips straight up. So only going as high as you can maintain support for the lower back. So you're feeling the obliques gently draw up. The knees are reaching forward even though they're still internally rotated. And now from here, it's just the hip We lift the toes like we did with our pelvis down. We're turning out. Then we lift and turn in. So now we're just maintaining that glute bridge. Turning out, turning in, turning out, turning in, turning out. Now keeping that external rotation, we're folding at the hips, lowering the hips down, connect through the glutes, press straight up. So not rolling through the spine, maintaining the distance between the bottom rib cage and pelvis. Press up, fold lower, connect, press. This is 3. Lift. This is 2. Lift. This is 1. Up and stay, and then begin to melt the spine all the way down. Rolling through. Back to your neutral, toes come back to parallel. Now we're keeping that left foot down, we're going to gently grab behind that right thigh. From here, we're bending the elbows, think of just gently pulling in that right thigh towards the chest, but keeping the sacrum down, keeping that width through the pelvis, and then gently release just to where the elbows lengthen. And again, we're pulling in, getting a nice stretch through the back of the hip. And then release. 2 more here. Gently pulling in. That's it. Release. Last time, we're going to gently pull in. And now we're maintaining it in here. Pelvis is still neutral now, just turning on that left glute here. We're pressing down into the left foot, lifting the hips straight up here. You're not going to go as high. And then we fold and lower down. Again, think about the mechanics. Turn on that left glute first. Lift both sides of the pelvis off the mat together. And then fold and lower them down together. Again. Turn on the glute, press, lift. That's it. Fold and lower down. We have 3 more here. Pressing up, opening through the front of the left hip. And coming down. 2 more. 2. And coming down. Last one. Press, lift. Good, lowering down. Now rocking yourself up. We're going to come into a high kneel. So we have that right foot in front, that left foot back. I want you to think of the glute gently drawing down, the oblique pulling up. So we're getting this nice stretch now through the front of the left hip. Hands just on top of that right knee. Keeping the rib cage stacked over the pelvis. We're just going to start to lunge forward from your knee and your ankle on the right side, getting this nice stretch through the front of the hip on the left. And now to come back up, think of pressing the left thigh forward, and the crown of the head is lifting straight up towards the ceiling. That's it. And again, we have a gentle lunge forward. Think of increasing that space through the front of the hip, and then pressing that left thigh forward, lifting up through the crown of the head. Beautiful. 2 more. Gentle lunge. You might even feel a little stretch through the back of the ankle on the right side. And then press, lift. 1 more time. Shifting forward. Beautiful. Coming back to vertical. Now both hands coming down into the mat. That right knee is coming back. We're in our 4-point kneeling position, and we're going to have now that left leg reaching straight back. So we should feel nice and open, connected through the glute. As we exhale now, we're lengthening and floating that left leg up, creating this nice long line, crown of the head and toe reaching away. Inhale, tapping down. Again, we lengthen, connect, lift. Inhale down. So kind of sticking with that same theme of connecting through the glute of the left side, opening through the front of the hip. but just in different positionings. Up, lowering down. We're adding a little bit of scapular support here. We're pressing down into the mat, staying nice and wide through the shoulders. Lift, tapping down. This is 6, 5, lengthen up, 4, down, glute lift, 3, tap, 2 more, 2, lift, 1, stay. Maintaining that sense of length, drawing up through the lower abdominals. That right arm now is reaching towards the end of the mat. And then we're floating it up, turning on the back of the body. So feeling the spine, the shoulder, the glute, everything is reaching long. You're drawn up through the front of the body, and we're just holding it here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just the right hand comes down, and we're going to come down to our forearms. We're still reaching that left leg long and back. Now we're going to bend at the knee, so the heel comes back towards your glute. That's it. And you're going to see this again later on in class. Now from here, we're just tapping the knee down. Turn on the glute, lift. Inhale down. Glute, press up. That's it. In, exhale. Down, glute, press. This is 4. Lift, 3, press up, 2 more, 2, lift, last 1, up, we pull the knee in, go ahead, shift back to the sitting bones as you stretch the arms out, getting a nice stretch through the back of the hip. Beautiful, let the head relax, breathing down into the back, and exhaling out through the mouth. Nice, we're going to flip onto our back, repeating this on the other side. I'm just turning my head around so you can see the right leg, the leg that we'll be working. So coming down, we're now pulling in that left thigh, right foot is planted down, neutral spine, neutral pelvis. From here we start, this will feel nice through the left glute with that little stretch. So we're pulling the knee in and then lengthening the elbows out. And again, just gently pulling in. That's it, releasing out. Both sides of the pelvis staying down, trying to avoid any shift or hip hiking on either side. And release. Beautiful, this time we're pulling in. Now maintaining it here. Turning on the right glute before you even lift the hips. And then we press down, coming up. And then fold, bring both sides of the pelvis down. Turn on the glute, press, lift. Fold, lower. Connect, press up. And down, think of that right knee reaching straight forward, right over the toes, lift. And down. Glute up, using the breath. Inhale, lower, 2 more. It's an exhale to lift. Inhale down, last time. Exhale up. Good, inhale, lower, rocking yourself right up, coming into that forward lunge. Left knee and foot forward, right back. Again, think of that glute drawing down, obliques pulling up, hands coming to the top of that left thigh. From your knee and your ankle on the left side, we do that little shift forward. Staying lifted through the torso. Then think of pressing that back thigh forward, drawing up through the obliques, coming back to vertical. And again, shifting forward, creating space, getting this nice stretch through the front of the hip. And then drawing up, coming back. 2 more. Shifting forward. Draw up, come back. 1 more time. Shift. Beautiful. Drawing up, coming back. Hands coming down, knee comes back. Find that 4-point kneeling position, then stretch that right toe back. Toe can stay on the mat to start. Feeling that the pelvis is square to the mat, we turn on now that right glute. Lengthen and lift. Tapping down. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. Lift. Again, if you feel a body need to adjust for the leg moving, try not lifting the leg as high. Think about length versus height. And down. That's it. Reach. And tap. Up. Exhale, lift. 2 more. 2. You got it, reach, stay. Now as that left arm, reach it towards the end of the mat. It reaches so far forward it has nowhere else to go but up. Toes and fingertips reaching away. We still have energy down into the mat. We're holding it here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, you got it, 1. Hand comes down, and then we come right down to the forearms. Still reaching that right leg out nice and long. Now we bend at the knee. Heel comes back towards the sitting bone. That's it. Now we just tap the knee down. Turn on that glute, lift. We tap down, glute up. In, lift. Tap, beautiful, up. That's it. 4, pressing down to the mat. 3, this is 2, lift, last 1, and lift, pulling that knee in, sitting back, stretching the elbows, getting a nice length and stretch through the spine, through the hips, letting that head drop. Take a full breath in, and exhale out. We're going to come now into a side lying position. So I'm lying on my right side. Knees are going to be bent to a 90 degree angle. Hands are coming behind the head. Think of stacking the rib cage and the pelvis. And you're just gently hiding the face. We're going to mobilize through the thoracic spine. So I have a gentle lift through that bottom oblique. As I inhale, now that top elbow opens, and I'm just rotating back. Full breath in, keeping a gentle connection through the inner thigh, so I'm not just letting all of my pelvis fall back with me. And then I exhale to return right back to the side. Again, inhale to lift and open. And then exhale, returning back to the side. 2 more. Inhale, still lengthening out, chest opening to the ceiling. And then exhale, back to the side, last time. Inhale. And exhale, coming right back. Now a hand can come down right in front of the belly button. We're just lying flat down on the side. Both feet now, if it's comfortable for you, are gonna float up. Watch that they don't go so high to where that top pelvis crunches in towards the ribs. You still wanna be thinking of keeping a sense of length through the side body. From here, my ankles are flexed, my heels stay together, but my knee and toe pivot open, and then close right down. That's it. Lift and lower. Everything through the pelvis and the torso stays nice and quiet. Controlling down. Lift and lower. That's it. Up and down. Lift. Good. 2 more. 2. Working through that outer hip. We lift and hold. Now keeping it here, take that bottom foot and lower it. Now just the top leg, we internally rotate, tapping the knees. And then we lift, turn back out. We turn in, tap, lift, turn out. That's it. Turn the femur in, femur out. That's it. In, press out. This is 4. Exhale. 3. Just mobilizing from that hip joint. Good. 2. Out. 1. Lift and stay. Now we're going to push the legs straight to the side. So from our head to our heel, we have a long line. Now you can place your hand right on your thigh, and your thigh should not move. So this is just like when we were on all fours again. We're now going to bend the knee. The heel is coming back towards your glute. So I'm using my hamstring and glute to bend my knee. Again, opening up through the front of the hip, and then use the quad to just straighten the knee, press back out to the side. Again, I bend, staying drawn up through the obliques, and then press back out. 2 more like this. Bend, and straighten. That's it. Bend, and straighten. Now I'm going to add on. I'm going to bend at my knee. Knee comes back. Now from my hip, I'm moving forward. So my knee is just right over my bottom leg. Now again, I'm straightening at the knee, reaching the heel forward. Now turn on the glutes, swing the leg all the way back again. Now bending at the knee. Heel comes back towards sitting bone. Move forward from the hip. We extend at the knee. Swing it back. Again, think knee, forward hip, extend knee, swing it back. That's it, knee, hip, reach, swing it back. 3 more, knee. Start to feel this nice movement through the knee and hip, swing it back. This is 2, forward, straighten, and back. Last time. Bend, forward, reach, and swing it back. We're going to bend that knee. As we place it down, we're pushing up. So we're in a nice mermaid position here. We're just going to reach both hands back behind. Again, this range of motion is going to be different for all of us. You're just coming back, lifting the chest, getting a nice chest stretch, opening up here just through the front of the hips, breathing into the front of the body. And then we're just going to come back to the side, arms reaching out, and then we're going to lean over, coming down to the forearm, and it's getting a nice stretch over through the side body. Nice. And then we're gonna push up, we're gonna repeat all of this on the other side, of course. So coming around. I did warn it was glute heavy today. Knees bent. We're gonna have both of those hands stacked or right behind the head. Elbows pulled in, do a little body check, peeking down, make sure our rib cage and pelvis are stacked. And then we're gonna inhale that top elbow. Comes up and open behind. And then we exhale. Coming back to the side. Again, inhale. Opening back. And exhale. Returning back side. Again. Open. Inhale here. And exhale. Coming back. Last time. Full breath in. And exhale. Coming back to the side. Hand comes down. You can reach that bottom arm straight if you would like. We're going to take the feet. Again, we float them up, but watch that we stay long through the side body. Heels stay together, knee and toe. We pivot open. And lower down. That's it. Exhale. Inhale. Lift. And lower. Drawing up through that bottom oblique and down. That's it. Lift. Five. Beautiful. Last four. 4, keeping a gentle squeeze through the heels. 3, nice, 2 more. This is 2. Last time, 1 and hold. Top leg stays, we just lower that bottom foot. Now that top knee, we're turning in, lift, turning out. That's it, feeling that side glute, that glute med. Lift out. Pelvis still quiet. Obliques helping to prevent any rotation through the torso. In. Lift. Still think of drawing up, like supporting that side body off the mat. That's it, 3. Press up. Last 2. 2. Lift. Last 1. Up and stay. Now press the legs straight. That should feel really nice. Finding that long line. Hand can come to the thigh. Now think bending that knee. We draw the heel back. Still think of reaching the knee away from the crown of the head. And then use the quad to straighten that knee, pressing out. Again, bend. That's it. And lengthen. Good. 2 more. 2. And press. This is 1. And reach. Now from here we bend at that knee. We're adding on from here. Now move forward from the hip. Extend knee. Then move again, hip, swinging it back. We pull back, knee. Hip, extend, knee, swing it back. Knee. Hip, start to flow through. Feeling those mechanics. We draw back. Pull forward. Feel the quad connect. Then swing it back. 3 more. 3. Forward. Reach. Back. This is 2. Forward. Reach. Back. This is 1. that knee. As we place it down, we push up. We bring those arms back behind, opening up through the chest, stretching through the front of the hips. Just taking a nice breath into the front of the body. And then coming up, arms out, and then just tipping over to the side. Forearm comes down, we continue reaching that arm up and overhead. That's getting this nice stretch through the side body. Nice. All right, from here we're going to flip right over onto our stomach. So legs are reaching long and back. Elbows are bent. And then our nose is just hovering off the mat. So think of your forehead and nose coming just off. We have the legs reaching nice and long. Pubic bone anchored down, abdominal wall drawing up. Also think of the thigh bones right now anchored down. And then if you think of opposition, toes and crown of the head reaching away, feel how that will naturally just turn on the glutes, the amount that you need to help stabilize the structure of the pelvis and support the lower back. Now from here, nothing is moving, just the shoulders, and we're just floating the arms up, so they're hovering off, and then we bring them back down. Again, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. That's it, 3. And down. This is 2. And down. This is 1. And we're holding it right here. Now from here, we're just straightening the elbows, the hands reach back. So they're on like a low V. We press back, and now just bend at the elbows. Come back to where we started, still in that hover. We straighten the elbows back, and bend. That's it, finding that long and low position. And bend. 3 more. 3. Bend. This is 2. Bend. This is 1 and stay. Now holding it here. Now just tapping the hands down to the floor and then pressing them up. Inhale down. Press up. That's it. Down, press up. 3 more. 3. Waking up that upper back. 2. This is 1. Lift. And now bend the elbows and then bring the hands underneath the forehead. Elbows nice and wide. And then go ahead, lower that upper body all the way down. We're now going to bend at the knees. We have the heels together, the toes apart. Knees maybe just about as wide as the mat. That's it. Now from here, we're feeling the glutes turn on. And then just turn the glutes off. And again, exhale, glutes turn on. Feeling the knees reach towards the end of the mat, abdominal still drawing up, and glutes turn off. 2 more. Turn on, and turn off. Last time, turning on, and then maintaining it here. Now, as we exhale, we're going to lengthen, float the upper body and the thighs just off. We're in a long, low hover. Inhale, lower down. Again, exhale, lengthen, float up, lower back still supported. Inhale, lower down. We have 2 more, we're gonna keep it up on the last one. Exhale, use the breath. We float up. Inhale, lower down. Now we exhale, lengthen, lift. We're gonna inhale to stay. Now as we exhale, we're straightening the legs back, straightening the elbows, we're coming back. So we're in like almost a long dart position. And then we're gonna bend the elbows, bend the knees. Come back to that hover with hands underneath the forehead, heels gently squeezed. Again, we reach back, lengthen out, and then bend, return. Pull those heels in. Again, reach back, straightening elbows, straightening legs. Bend, use hamstring and glutes to pull the heels back in. 2 more. 2. And back. Last one. Reach, hold. Now maintaining this nice long line, just holding it here. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and returning all the way down. Legs come together, we're gonna push back into a gentle shell stretch. So pulling those knees in, this time I want you to think of drawing the abdominals up. So we're not collapsing over the thighs. We're creating this like hollowed out shape through the torso. Really getting this full flexion all the way from the lower back up through to the crown of the head. Taking a full breath in. Exhaling out. One more time, another full breath in. And exhale, let's stack up the spine, and then we're gonna finish on our back with some core work. So let's come down onto our back, knees bent. Neutral spine and pelvis. Let's bring the hands behind the head. Elbows are wide, but up enough that you can see them out of your peripheral vision, so they're following the line of the scapula. Feet are planted down. We take a breath in as we exhale. We're gonna fold and flex at the rib cage. Then we're gonna reach the arms towards the hips, thinking of deepening that flexion just a little bit more. Now maintain where you are, bring the hands back behind the head, and then lower everything down. Again, we fold and flex. Keeping length through the spine, reach the arms, think of deepening a little bit more. Maintain, bring the hands back behind the head and lower all the way down. Again, fold and flex. Reach and deepen. Hands come back, lowering down. Again, fold and flex. Reach, deepen. Hands come back. Lowering down, just basic flexion here. We exhale, lifting up. Inhale, back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, back. This is 2. Inhale, back. This is 1. Holding it right here. Now just that right leg. Lift and lower. Left leg, think of maintaining that flexion. If you can, if at any point the head needs to lower, please do. Remember, there's no wrong modifications, only the right choice for your body. And lower down. Right leg, we lift 4. Left leg up 3. Right leg up 2. Left leg up, 1. Lower the leg, lower the upper body. Now as we pick up the right leg, we're gonna rotate and flex now, adding obliques to the right. And release. To the left, rotate, flex the left. Our sleepy head is woken up. And back. Right leg, lift. Good, back. Left leg, pelvis again is staying quiet. Feel that rotation and flexion from the rib cage. Last 4. Up 3. 2 more. This is 2. This is 1. Release back. Now we fold and flex. Maintaining here. Reaching the arms by the hips. Neutral or imprint, wherever you feel you need the right amount of support. And then we're gonna pull the right leg up to tabletop, the left leg up to match. Let's flex at the ankles here. Going into a heel tap, that right heel is tapping away. And then pull up, kind of tap into what we've been doing in class. Still thinking of that connection through the back of the hip as you lower the leg, front of the hip to come back. Feel that eccentric hip flexor as you lower. And back. Left side, tap. 4 more here. 4. This is 3. Last 2. Then we're gonna go into a single leg extension. After this, left heel, right leg reaches out. Same idea, lengthen out. Pull back in. Left leg, reach. Pull back in. See again, can you turn on that back of the leg? And in. Getting a nice stretch through the front of the hip. Last 4. 4. In. 3. Last 2. Out. And 1. Coming in. Lowering the head, neck, and shoulders. Let's cross the ankles right in front of left, grabbing behind the thighs. And now making circles, and we circle around for 4. Circle around for 3. This is 2. This is 1. Reversing that circle. 4. Around 3. This is 2. This is 1. Coming center, feet come down. Finding that neutral position again through the pelvis. Relaxing through the abdominals, through the hips, through the glutes. Taking a full breath in. Seeing if we can breathe a little deeper, a little longer. Into the ribs. Down to the belly, down to the pelvis. And then exhaling out through the mouth. Last time, another deep full breath in. And exhaling out through the mouth. Awesome job, everyone. So good to have you guys in class.
It's great to have a class to go to.
I'm doing my best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Hold on, the little monster woke up. You want to come say hi? You want to come say hi? Oh, can you say hello, Oliver? What do you think? You remember what? You should know one face in the crowd. You should see Grandma there.
You see Grandma?
Oh, I know we just want the keyboard, huh?
What you doing?
uh, this is Oliver, tall boy.
So
I
cute.
feel like he's already gonna skip crawling. Probably want to go right to walking. Yeah. Yeah, probably much bigger than the last time you saw him, Deb. Huh?
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Oh.
So, yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the
Thank you.
class.
Good to see everybody.
Yes.
I know.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Oh, you laughing at Dad? And this class will be I recorded it, and it will be up on the YouTube for you guys anytime you want it. So, as well as I've been slowly but surely filming more and more classes to put up there. So, getting back at it, and yeah, maybe in the fall I might be bringing back some virtual mat classes if there's interest. So, maybe I'll be seeing more of you guys here. So.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Bye, Amanda. Bye.
Bye, guys. Say bye-bye.